Hey, folks. Last week I started with a quote from the Poetic Muppet Show. This week I will start with a song lyric by Ani DeFranco. It's called Freak Show, and it is life in the circus ain't easy, but the folks on the outside don't know. The tent goes up and the tent comes down, and all that they see is the show.
Nice.
And the rest of that song is pretty good, actually. I think it's got a guitar lick from Prince in there. So if you find it, you'll hear it. You'll know the one when you hear it. Anyway, I'm Judd. This is the actual PlayStation Twitch stream channel. My affirming pronouns are he/him, and all of the subscription money from the actual Play channel goes to Black Lives Matter and the Trans Legal Defense Fund. And we are on our second night of gaming. Last night we gamed some Primal Quest, and tonight we are doing something we are like could not be. I feel like the game could not be more different. Tonight we're playing Under Hollow Hills, and they're both lovely, awesome games. And I'm glad that my gaming life is strange enough where I get to game both of them in a 24-hour period. Let's just check in with everybody else who's doing this tonight, and then we'll find out where the circus is playing tonight. I've got some notes written down that should make more sense because I've written them in less of a fugue state. But anyway, Jay, you were with us last night. How are you doing? Nice to see you again.
I am pretty good. It's been a lazy Sunday here in Kansas City, so this is kind of looking forward to seeing where we open the tent tonight.
Cool. I almost started arguing. I was like, "No, it's Saturday," and I was like, "Oh no, it is Sunday." That's how with it I am.
I actually have to check this calendar because normally it's either Monday for me or it's Saturday for me. I only have 2 days.
Yeah, I came out of a nap that was disconcerting, and I almost was like, Sunday, Jay, what are you talking about? You're wrong. It's Saturday. So I'm glad.
Take it back.
Yeah, I did not embarrass myself. Anyway, Misha B, how are you doing today?
I'm good. Misha B today. I am unmoored from like what day of the week it is because I'm used to having my kids keep me on a schedule because they have school and I have to go but they're out of school and so it's just like, what day is it? I don't know. Oh wait, I have a watch and a phone. That's the only way I know what day it is anymore. It's weird.
I totally hear you.
Yeah.
I totally hear you. Cool. Welcome. And Jeremiah, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Been a pretty chill weekend. Yeah.
Awesome. Let us get to it. The next stop on the circus, the circus docket, is the River Queen's Palace. Every spring, the palace, which is made of ice from the river, melts back into the river, and there's a huge party to commemorate it as the last days of the palace go up. The Winter Wolf should be there. The Spring Maiden should be there, who is clearly like an anthropomorphic alligator. And the lovely River Queen should be there. And, sea otters, selfies, river folk, all that kind of stuff. And that's where you're performing this week. Yeah, I think, I don't know, who do you think is like the first person to find a spot? Who is leading the way?
Is it our new ringmaster?
Oh,
Tibbledore?
Yes.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Awesome. And I've got to do some moderating on our chat. So give me a second.
Yeah, I was trying to get there, and I don't know how to do it.
Yeah, I don't know either, but I'm going to figure it out.
Are there bots in the chat?
Yeah, bots in the chat. Kill the robots.
I reported them, but I can't moderate. So.
Yeah. I'm terrified I'm going to destroy actual people. Have you ever blocked a real person? No, of course not.
No, of course not. No. Why would I
Who would
do
do
that?
Who would do that?
Yeah. The original Terminator was on TV the other day. We were like,
Oh,
Nice.
wow. Wow, I feel old.
Yeah.
I remember this
I
movie.
know. I know how to do this. I know how to do this. Hold on. I think I know what to do. All right, there you are. No. You guys came and went. I just want to destroy your.
Yeah, that's what I was looking to do, to destroy the actual chat.
Yeah.
And once I jumped over to mod mode, I can't see those chats.
Yeah, same with me. Maybe they got deleted.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna say, like, I went to report one of them, and it already showed as an invalid user. So I suspect they flooded various channels, and
Yeah. Very good.
Quicker on the draw, hopefully.
Very good. I will.
And there's some auto mod stuff happening in here too, so I just saw that.
Nice.
But I'm in here real time now.
Cool. Yeah, Kimbledorn. I picture the River Queen's Palace as being this kind of crystalline ice palace in the middle of the river, surrounded by barges and boats and maybe little bits of land here and there. The rest of the circus is in carts, kind of at the side of the at the shore, and you've been sent over on a ferry to get everybody ferried across and get all the gear across.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you're when we find you, you're kind of haggling with an otter about how to get folks across, and he's saying it's going to be hours.
That's entirely unreasonable. We're here to entertain the people. If people are going to wait hours, they're going to want entertainment. We can supply that entertainment on the way as well as on the other side of the river. We'll just slip a few of our performers on every single ferry crossing, and we'll keep the people happy, waiting in line on the ferry on the other side.
Yeah, the otter is narrowing his eyes at you. He's doing the cute little otter thing with his hands, but he's looking at you like you're going to put someone on every ferry.
Just a couple people, every single ferry. We'll keep everybody's moods raised. You don't want to deal with, all these surly people having to wait in line for an hour or 2 hours. We'll keep them happy. We'll keep them entertained. In exchange, we get some priority.
Well, yeah, I guess that could be good. People do get kind of antsy on the ride over. Oh, waiting for it.
You're telling me. We get big lines at the show all the time. You gotta keep people happy while they're waiting.
Yeah, I'm looking at the let's size somebody up as you're talking to them.
Okay.
Unless you have a more personal move from your character sheet that you think fits better.
Nah. No, that works for me. Plus 0. 7.
All right. So ask them one. What do you intend to do? How far are you prepared to go? Where are you confident and where are you uncertain? What do you hope will happen? What do you fear? And how prepared are you for each?
Interesting. Yeah, I want to know where he's confident and where he's uncertain. Those seem like weapons I can use.
He's confident that that this whole crossing stuff is enough of a is so much in chaos that whatever he decides will happen. But what he's uncertain about is if he's making the right choice.
Gotcha. I'll kind of I've got my little like my club I kind of take around with me as a sort of affectation, as like a walking stick that I don't really need. I'll kind of like reach out and tap him on the shoulder in like a friendly gesture and be like, hey, we deal with big crowds all the time. We're a circus. We set up. We get lines. Why don't you let us take over?
Oh, nice.
And we'll get these people through in no time.
Yeah, he hands you a clipboard and says, thanks. And I think like, he's got a waistcoat on and a little bowler hat,
Yeah.
but despite that, he like takes a back step into the river.
Wait. Does he have a pocket watch?
Totally he does. Yes. Yeah. I think he actually checks it before he like takes the last step. And then it's a plunk into the river, and the river otter is gone, and you are there with a checklist of everybody who needs to get across.
Fantastic. I forget what. I didn't write it down. Oh yeah, you know what? Listen, if anybody's going to be good at logistics, it's our quartermaster. So I'm going to go talk to Black Wrath.
Yeah. I think there is a raft, dragged by a bunch of young sea otters.
Yeah.
And they see that you have you've got the clipboard, and they're like, you're in charge of the crossings?
I am now.
All right, where do you need to go, sir?
Well, I gotta get some of my people first.
Let's go.
Why
And I think
don't you let this next group of people go, and I'll be waiting here when you get back.
Sounds good. Yeah, they bring a group of people over who are looking pretty surly, and they kind of tip their hats to you and thanks, and yeah, you go grab Black Rasp.
Yeah, I think I talked to Black Rasp and Apple and kind of go over the idea I had of like, hey, we'll give ourselves some priority so that we can get set up as early as possible, but also let's do what we can to keep people entertained and happy, because if we keep them entertained, they might come to the show because they'll get a little taste, put out a tip jar, that sort of thing. So I could be directing our people, and Black Rasp using his quartermasterly knowledge. I'll let him take control of the whole the crossing operation.
I have bad news for you.
Capable hands.
I have some bad news for you.
Oh.
You'll find out when you come see me for quartermastering duties.
Oh, I mean, we're having this conversation now, yeah.
Yeah.
I think Black Rasp is just kind of lounging around, hanging out like a lazy bum, right? Just
I see how it is.
whatever, right? And when you bring that to him, he goes, "Oh no, that was the last venue. I'm the lookout now."
Oh, I see. Okay.
You want to see Rowan? She's the quartermaster.
Fine.
But I think you could do the job. I mean, you've already done it.
I got it started, but I got to keep track of our people. I got to get to the other side and get everybody set up.
Yeah, Rowan's the quartermaster now, so I'm just a lookout.
Rolling. All right. Well, people should really keep me apprised of these things. We'll kind of look at Apple. We're like, you're still one of the lead performers, right?
As far as I know, unless you're telling me something, I mean,
No.
okay.
Please don't change.
Yeah, I picture Apple with all the other performers, right? And I think they're doing what performers do when they're waiting. They're like they're smoking and gossiping, right?
Yep.
And
Practicing
and
small things.
yeah, practicing, doing a little stretching and getting mobile, but definitely, yeah, waiting for something to start moving. And I think Rowan is there.
Perfect. So how about this? Our new scout gets over the river as soon as possible, or our new lookout rather, finds us the perfect place to set up. I'll put Rowan in charge of everybody crossing, not just us, and then I'll task Apple and the performers with, hey, what better warm up is there than performing for some people?
We get to keep all the tips, right?
Absolutely. Put out a tip jar, do some PR. Just give them a taste. Make them want some more so they come to the show while we're here. You know how this works. Nothing new.
Mildly inappropriate story just popped into my head. But yeah, sure.
It's fine.
man.
You can share. We're just live. It's okay.
It's just up in the box.
Okay, on the break. On the break.
Definitely.
Yeah, I guess we can do that if you insist.
Awesome.
Just totally giving you crap.
Yeah, I think that I think we lead to a we lead to a cutscene where Apple is in a is on a raft that's being dragged by a bunch of young sea otters, and there's a bunch of kind of half soggy river folk, crammed onto this raft, and the raft has to get stopped because of the line, and things are slow and people are grumpy, and what do you do?
Ladies and gentlemen, and those who fall somewhere in between, welcome to your journey across the river. We humble performers are here to make your lives a little bit more interesting as you wait for these lovely otters to do what they ought to do. Okay, sorry, bad joke. Yeah, she like
You heard somebody mumble. Was that an otter pun? I can't.
It was
I
very
can't.
bad otter pun.
Yeah. No, it was great. I liked it. I'm just saying, crowds are rough. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Is grumpy crowds are rough.
Grumpy crowds are rough.
And
but yeah, I
yeah.
think I'm going to trip it gaily then.
Awesome. Let's make a roll.
That is a 10.
Oh, nice. What does not that any of you
So
are,
I can choose as many as I like, in the as many as any reporter, repeating freely as quickly as you can, end with a finale. And yeah, you don't tell me when to stop. So
Yep.
on 7 to 9, you would tell me when to stop.
Got it.
So yeah, she bends over and like scoops up a kid, and starts balancing this kid on one hand while the other hand is like twirling a baton, and she like makes a motion to one of the other people, and the baton's now on fire. Ooh, oh.
Yeah.
And so she's like balancing the kid and twirling the baton, and meanwhile, like some of the other performers are starting to like juggle things, and like so things are juggling over her head, and the kid is like going crazy, and like somebody tosses the kid a ball, and he like tosses it back, and so he's like tossing things into the juggling pattern with them, and so he's like part of the juggling thing too, all while balanced on one hand, and yes, the crowd goes wild.
Awesome. Love it. Yeah, yeah. I think by the time they get, they forget about their weight, and by the time they get to the palace, they practically don't want to get off this old rickety raft, and yeah, I think that's kind of how it goes. Uh, the the circus folk make the drudgery and mundane waiting of getting across the river into the palace. A happy and fun thing. That's great. Cool. Uh, yeah, I think you get good Apple. I think you get good tips. Um, what's the do you feel like there's like anything weird in the tip jar, or is it all just kind of coin?
Uh, I think there's like it's mostly coins, but like there's a few like eggs and like random bits of hey, this is what I have to how was bringing to barter.
Right,
I don't
yeah,
have
yeah.
the cash, so hey, like maybe there's a loaf of bread and some pickles and stuff like that. Just
A lock of hair.
Love it.
that would be weird, but yes.
Awesome. Love it. Black Grasp, how are things going with getting some space and scouting ahead, since you are the lookout now?
Yeah. I think I pick up a makeshift walking stick and I head out.
Yeah.
But I think I'm a little cautious. I don't know this area. I don't know this part of
Uh-huh.
the whatever, and I'm not too crazy about all that traffic on the river, but I make my way. I do it. I try to give it my best, but I'm cautious. I'm probably looking around. And you said the winter wolf is out here, yeah?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, that's scary to me. I don't know that I like the way that sounds. So
Right.
So I think I kind of sniff the wind a little bit to figure out, what's up ahead before I get there.
Yeah. Love it. You find like a kind of a high ground, so you can kind of get a look at
Yeah,
it. Yeah.
and I
Awesome.
don't need the stick, but it's fun.
Yeah. I feel like this is almost becoming like having a stick you don't need is becoming a circus tradition. I don't know why that is. But I
It
feel like
works for Dumbledore, so
yeah, everyone like even Apple had a baton they were she was twirling. I think everybody has something that they've got. So it feels like that's becoming a circus tradition. Yeah. Roll sniff the wind. Let's see. Ask me some questions.
All right. I got a +1 on that. Ooh, I just made it at a 7.
All right. Ask me a question. What's coming this way? What's here that I haven't seen? Whose territory is this? Who's doing? If I trust my feet to carry me to safety, where will they take me? How could I make myself invisible here? How could I go unnoticed? If I trust my nose to lead me to the heart of this, where would it take me next?
If I trust my nose to lead me to the heart of this, where would it take me next?
Yeah, it would take you like right into the palace, and which is kind of abandoned. There's no one really in it right now. It's melting, and so you could walk right into the throne room this time of year.
Right.
Yeah, and just yeah, it's just a weird time of the year where the palace is kind of being taken down. And it kind of reminds you of the circus a little bit.
Okay.
Things are being broken down, and the palace folk are moving on for the season.
Gotcha. Does it look traffic busy right now? Like, could we do a show here?
Yeah, it's busy, but you think it's a good place for a show, actually. There are a lot of people here to see something that they haven't seen before, and you've probably done this show before, and it's a weird transitional space, but if you can find your niche in it, it can be really valuable. Yeah, the people are definitely looking for something.
Nice. All right, I will try to find that niche.
Cool. Cool. Is that a roll? Is that just you asking me, hey Judd, where's the niche?
I think it's me saying, yeah, where's the niche? But I'm also looking for, do I have something here? And I don't think I do. I have watch for your chance, but
Oh,
that
I like
feels,
that.
yeah.
That sounds like it. Yeah.
All right. When you watch for your chance, roll. When it hit, choose one of the following to tell the MC. Those options are: at the precise moment that X happens, I do Y. X happens just when I predicted it, and I'm ready in motion, I do Y. Eventually, X happens right. When it does, I do Y. If X happens, I'm going to notice it or realize it at once. Does it? If it does, I do Y. If it doesn't, I do Z.
Okay.
You think that's still appropriate?
Yeah. I think that works.
Then I will do that. That's a straight roll.
Yeah, only because this place is so in motion, right?
Okay. Woo! Look at that! I have a 10.
Nice. Nice.
Did I do that live? Sorry, did I?
Yeah.
It
was adorable.
Sorry.
That is all right. Don't be sorry for being excited. Shit.
All right. So on any hit, I choose one of those. On a 10 plus, however you decide to play it next, take +1 to your roll.
Cool.
And then there's on the miss. Okay.
Yeah. Right. I think you see the one of the ships that's waiting to dock into this big morass of ships is an old riverboat gambler, and like that's definitely the place for the circus. Like that's where the circus should be for this trip. And you're just you just want to wait for them to dock up and you see right where it's going to happen. And you're there waiting.
Nice.
When they get there.
Perfect. I like it.
Cool. Is it cool and still a? Yeah. Yeah. No, forget it. It's cool. We're good. Yeah. Need a name for a riverboat gambler.
Mark Twain. Oh wait, did I say that loud?
Yeah.
What's the name of the guy who sang The Gambler? Kenny
Rogers.
Was it Rogers?
Kenny Rogers?
Yeah. Kenny Rogers.
The boat is called the Kenny Rogers? All right.
Yes, the Kenny Rogers. Because it's the Riverboat Gambler. You know,
Yeah. I remember that song. I just listened to that the other day. Yeah. The Kenny comes up to dock, and the hands are getting it lashed to the other boats and making sure that there are tires in between so that when things bump, they no ships get damaged. And one of them looks at you and says, "Ain't you that fellow with the circus?"
I sure am. I'll put my stick out. Yes.
Oh, that's
seen
good.
Circus?
Yeah, I saw it. I saw it a couple years ago when we were here.
Oh,
it's a good show.
Long. That is too long. We're gonna perform here.
Oh, good. Yeah. I'll bring my little girl. We'll definitely be there. He's tying a complicated knot onto another ship.
Do I need to do anything to secure this spot, this area?
That's a good question. I think you would need to talk to the captain.
Okay.
I mean, better to ask forgiveness.
I will seek out the captain then.
Yeah. The captain is clearly in like a heated conversation, and they're like, yeah, he's been gambling for 12 hours straight. And he's like, well, I mean, his money is still good, isn't it? And he's like, yeah, unless he gets pissed, and then he's gonna eat somebody.
Uh-oh. Got a gambling bear.
He's like,
it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
He's like, come on, he's a client. I mean, his money spends. Just deal with him. He was like, well, if the Winter Wolf gets pissed, then it's gonna be up to you.
Oh, there he is.
And the captain looks and says, yeah, can I help you, sir?
I think we can help each other.
I like hearing that. Look what you got.
I offer him tea and honey cakes. That's a move.
Love it.
Uh,
You're rolling at an additional +1 because of the
yes.
the last roll.
Yes. So when you serve someone tea and honey cakes, roll, your magic can help them change their fate.
Oh shit.
On the hit, they may, as they wish, become invisible until the next setting of the spheres, sun or moon. On a 10+, choose one of the following that they may, if they wish, also receive. And then there's a list of things they could also have.
Roll that shit. Let's see what happens.
All right. I already have a 1, and I'm getting a +1. So that gives me +2 on the dice here. Nice. So I have an 11 I'm looking at.
Yeah.
Nice. I'm keeping these dice.
Yeah. We have not had a miss in 1.5 games of play. So like 1.25
Yeah.
games of play. So we're doing all
That is
right.
funny.
Why did you say that out loud?
Because
Never tell me the odds.
because it's vaguely ridiculous. That's why.
That is-
Love it. So yeah, tell me more about how the move shakes out.
Sure. So he gets the being invisible at will, and that might be useful for him if he's got some Winter Wolf issues, right?
Yeah.
I can also offer him comfort, calm, and courage, or good fortune and increase up to and including a coming child, progress towards summer, insight into the weakness of their rival or enemy.
Ooh.
Some favor of the one they name, and if the intended refuses, it's an insult to you, your magic, your tea, and your cakes, everything.
Oh wow.
Dishonor you.
Yeah.
Yes,
Taking tea with the feathered cloak is serious business.
that's right.
Now I get why you're really obsessed with bunny cakes.
Love it. What are you granting him?
So I explained to him, I overheard a little bit about your trouble with the Winter Wolf. Hope I never meet him. Knock on some wood, right?
Yeah.
I'd like to host the circus here, and in exchange, I might be able to help you with your Winter Wolf troubles. I could, if things go badly for you, you could just become invisible and walk away from whatever that mess is. And if it's helpful, I could probably offer you some insight into the Winter Wolf to help your dealings with him.
Oh, that would be great. Thank you. Yeah. Load your crew up. Get them in here.
So we have a deal then.
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Nice. And I'm assuming I have some honey cakes left from I've got pockets. So I break some honey cakes and some tea and I serve it up. This is our handshake.
Yeah. This is Captain Marcus shakes your hand.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Awesome. And then I rush back to tell the ringmaster.
Awesome. Yeah, tell him. I'm curious to hear how this goes. And I think Apple Moon Mist is there because I think all the performers have already come back from their escort duties, and they are figuring out ways that they want to spend their tips.
Nice. I have found a place for us to set up the circus.
Great.
In the palace. Not far. Close to the river.
In
Pretty
the palace?
By the palace. I found a nice niche spot.
Okay.
All right, so we'll be out of the way, but it's nice. We got a nice
It's not
view of the
muddy, right?
river.
Because
It's not
Elfin
muddy.
Palace.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's not muddy. There are workers there, but they're kind of a captive audience. They'll be there. You'll have boats moving by, watching us. We'll be right close to the river. It's nice. It's a nice spot. It's sweet. I worked out a deal with the captain, but
But
the Winter Wolf is kind of cranky. I overheard. Kind of foulish.
okay,
I'm just saying.
that's not our problem, is it?
But is he cute?
I haven't seen him. I don't know. It's a Winter Wolf.
Well, you're the lookout, so keep a lookout. If anything changes, we don't want him scaring off our customers.
No, that's true. But we have a spot. The show is on.
Perfect. Yeah, start sending, runners and get everybody doing what they need to do. Then.
Cool. I think the runners, Kimball Dorn, this is the first time you're doing this. So the runners all like get together, and before they leave, they all kind of come to you to be like, what should we be like? Like, everyone has an angle, right? Every show has an angle. It's they're like, what should we be talking about this show?
Well, let's see. Our last show, we had Apple's new fire routine, which went over great. We probably don't want to do fire this time because we got this whole melting ice palace. So maybe renewal. We're transitioning into spring. Things are changing. The palace is going back into the river. Let's go with that.
Yeah, people start nodding. Yeah. That's good.
So what
yeah.
I'm hearing it need a lot of flowers.
Yeah.
Apple, I feel like you're going to check out the Winter Wolf. I feel like you're the one who's like, sounds kind of dapper. I don't know.
Not it.
Chicken. Yeah, she would.
Yeah. Are you
Sounds like a challenge.
are you jumping into the poker game that they're in?
Oh. You know what? Yeah. I've got some newfound wealth.
Yeah. Let's just touch base because I feel like the dealers. I think you're sitting down at a table. There's totally an empty seat, but these people have obviously been playing for a really long time. They've been on this boat for days, and you think some of these folks just haven't slept in a while. What does Apple Moon Mist look like? As she sits down and takes her spot at the table.
So she. Let's see. She's right now. So it's like the winter is moving into summer. So like bits of. Right now she's a little fancier than most people.
Yeah.
But not like super out there yet. It's kind of a blend of the Harlequin kind of costume with the multiple colors, but in like sumptuous fabrics. And the colors are still the iridescent black and the beetle blue, so balancing off each other. I think she's kind of got like this like halo of lightning bugs above her head. Just kind of flick on every now and again, and she like just like flicks her coattails as she settles into the chair and crosses her folds her hands and sets them on the table, and just watching for the rest of the hand to finish out before
Yeah.
waiting her turn as it were.
Oh, totally. I feel like you're sniffing the wind a little bit.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. Or are you just sizing someone up? Do you just want to size up the Winter Wolf in particular? Do you want to read the wind on the whole table?
I want to read the wind on the table
Cool.
because you can't focus on one player when you're sitting down to a poker
That's true.
game.
That's
the
true.
way to lose. You gotta keep an eye on all of them.
Yeah.
True story.
That is a 9.
All right. So ask one. What's coming this way? What's here that I haven't seen yet? Whose territory is this? Who's doing? If I trust my feet to carry me to safety, where will they take me? How could I make myself invisible here? How could I go unnoticed? If I trust my nose to lead me to the heart of this, where would it take me next?
I'm gonna go with what's here that I haven't yet seen.
Yeah. Yeah, there is a young pixie kid betting into Winterwolf really hard, and I think you realize that they're cheating.
Oh.
And that no one else at the table has figured it out yet. But you pick up on it, you've got the Fey blood and you pick up on it right away. You know that this person is trying to take what the Winterwolf's got.
How young is this kid? Should he know better by now?
I think everybody should know better than to do that. Yeah, I mean that's not
Okay.
yeah.
Especially to the Winter Wolf.
Yeah. It's this is a dangerous person.
I clear my throat and look pointedly at the kid and pointedly down at his hands, back up at his face. That's it.
Yeah, I think they just wink at you and put down their hand, and I think the Winterwolf says, you win again. And the kid says, "Yep, you're having a bad run. You sure you don't want to sit the next couple out? Maybe go take a walk. I hear the circus is in town. You could go, see some tumblers or something." The Winterwolf says, "I think I'll stay right where I am. Thank you." All right.
Dang.
What's the Winter Wolf look like? I don't think we've heard a description really.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think it's a, how when you see wolves and they're always bigger than you think they're going to be. It's a big, rangy, long-legged wolf in a dapper suit. And a notched ear and bright yellow eyes and maybe just a little bit of white on the muzzle and a big cigar in their paw.
Nice.
I like it. The Wolf of the Stogie. We're a quarter of the way to the dogs playing poker painting.
Oh, totally. Yeah. And the dealer says, "New player," and they slide your chips across the table, and the Winterwolf says, "Welcome to the Kenny. What brings you here, ma'am?"
I'm here with the circus.
Oh, lovely. What do you do there?
Oh, a little of this, a little that. Juggling, sleight of hand, a little bit of acrobatics.
Yep. I think you get dealt your cards and you realize that whatever this pixie kid is doing, he's just handed you a killer hand. there's like a queen, there's like two queens in the river, and you just got handed two queen. Like this isn't legit. You absolutely know that this kid just handed you a monster hand. And you realize that like that's what they were saying with the wink is like, oh yeah, you know, oh so you're in on it now. Oh good.
She like oh
no.
She's like she just folds.
Oh shit.
You're not pulling me into this shit, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's one of those deals where like everybody folds, but one, and one otter wins with like a pair of tens, and they're very proud of themselves. Oh, that's excellent, and they bring their chips in. No one was really in. They didn't win a lot of. They didn't win a lot of coin, but I think you fold, and most folks fold after you. And the kid shrugs, and I think you don't get another good hand after that. After that, you feel like you're getting like legit stuff.
Can I draw him out?
Are you looking to draw him out?
Yeah, I want him to incriminate himself. I don't want to I want him to do this to himself.
Yeah, I feel like this is a roll. I don't know what roll.
Draw someone out is a play.
Or is that? Oh, is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it is. Oh shit. Yeah. Make a roll. Yep.
That is an 8.
All right. What are you considering? Where are you open to me? Where are you vulnerable? Where are you guarded? What are you forgetting, ignoring, or keeping from yourself? What do you hope I'll do? What are you afraid I'll do? What do you expect, and how do you feel about it? Which one do you want to ask?
I think I'm going to go with the in circumstances where I can help them, endanger them, entice them, or strike them by drawing it out. I'm going to add this question. I do indeed draw you out by tipping my hand just a little bit towards showing, oh, this seems to not be quite right. What's the effect?
Oh, interesting. You can help someone.
In this case, I'm trying to endanger them, I think, more than help.
Got it. So do you kind of like to describe it a little bit? Are you putting them in
I think I point out like, oh, I think you dropped a card or something. Just something subtle. But that draws a little more attention than he probably wanted to himself.
Yeah, I think he says, oh, well, look at that. And the Winter Wolf says, wait a minute. And I think that's when, that's about when like the rest of the circus is just like getting onto the riverboat and getting set up. And they're pretty well in hand. And one of the tumblers who is like a protege of Apple Moon Mist comes over and says, Apple Moon Mist is playing poker with the Winter Wolf. And then like all of the performers are like, oh shit, and people start running into the poker room. Black Rasp, Kimbledorn, what are you all doing?
I go to watch, but from a safe spot.
What is a safe spot? Is it like in the rafters?
Yeah, I think in the rafters because I could get up there.
Yeah. Black Rasp, from where you're sitting, you see Apple Moon Mist tip. Say I think you dropped a card. But 1 second, Kimbledorn, what are you doing?
I think I get close because I feel like I can feel the energy. Like I feel like reading the room. I feel the energy kind of where it's at. So I want to be close in case things start going south and I need to take care of my my circus people.
Yep.
Yeah. So probably
Um,
kind of pushing in with the crowd and being close.
Yeah, one of the Winter
Love it.
Wolf's people comes up behind the Pixie Kid, and the Winter Wolf says, "How long have you been pulling these kind of shenanigans, kid?" And he goes, "What shenanigans? Listen, I'm just going to cash out. We've been here a long time. Everybody's getting grumpy." And I think the moment that you all notice is the person in the Winter Wolf's posse pulls out an iron knife, a cold
Ooh.
iron knife, and puts his hand, puts a big strong hand on the kid's shoulder, and says, "Why don't you come with us?" And the Winter Wolf says, "Yes, why don't you? Bring your winnings."
I'm gonna try to distract the henchman with tricks and visions.
Yeah.
Hey, that's what I do. That's what I'm good
No,
at.
I was looking at Misha's reaction.
All right. All right. So I get +2. A 10. So I get to choose 3 things.
Awesome.
Interesting. Everything is just okay. So I'm gonna make something disappear from someone's hand, never to reappear, except maybe in my pocket later. That iron knife.
Oh shit. Yeah.
That's one. Number 2, I can change something into a bird and release it to fly away.
Yeah.
The deck of cards.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Maybe get rid of some evidence. And summon a vision in the air of something beautiful, terrible, whimsical, or sentimental. The Ice Queen. Or whoever was in the palace.
Yeah. The River Queen.
The River Queen, yeah. Make a vision of her appear, and also on any hit, no one who can watch my tricks can pay attention to anything else.
Oh wow.
It's everybody's enthralled or whatever you.
Yeah, I think
wanna call it.
a vision of the River Queen walking in. And I think the Winter Wolf like knocks over his chair standing up, in honor of her, and the deck of cards turns into birds and flies up to where Black Rasp is. With like where like the cigarette smoke is making pretty shapes in the light, and as a matter of fact, I think it like flies up to where Black Rasp is, and then like sits on a rafter next to him, and then turns back into cards, right? And then
The knife disappears.
The knife disappears, and I think by the time the White Winter Wolf and his henchmen are done, kind of bowing to the River Queen, the Pixie Kid is gone.
Good. I was gonna nudge him with my stick otherwise.
Yeah,
he knows when to get out.
And
I grabbed that deck of cards and put it in one of my mini pockets.
Yeah.
And button it up.
Love it. Apple Moon Mist, you must know this is Kimball Dorn.
This has an air of Kimbledorn all over it.
Yeah. And I think Winter Wolf looks around and says, "Very nonsense." Madam, I am sorry that this is what you've seen of me. If you have time before your performance, maybe you could come to my quarters and I could treat you to dinner.
Dinner sounds lovely.
I think Black Rasp lets out a whistle, like a shrill, I would whistle, but I can't whistle.
Can't whistle?
Yeah, well, you know, like in when in the Disney shows where there's like the romance thing happening and somebody whistles long. Yeah, like that. Yeah. So Black Raspas. I would do it, but I can't whistle.
Yeah.
How do you not know how to whistle? Okay, anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll teach you later.
I think also,
Let each other
there you
learn.
go. I think also, like, having caught the attention of a lot of people, I'm gonna take the opportunity to like jump up on a table
Yeah.
and advertise the circus.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I think the Winter Wolf and his henchmen head out, and there's like an audible sigh in the room because everyone thought they were about to watch a murder. And yeah, well, how do you follow that up, Kimball Doran? What do you say?
Yeah, so I'll
And
jump
I
up
think
there.
I think we're gonna end our first hour on this. So
Okay.
I'm not saying make it good, but make it fucking good, Jeremiah.
That's right.
No pressure.
No pressure.
No
I've
pressure.
got my little ringmaster hat on. I got my little stick. So yeah,
Yeah.
I kind of nimbly jump up on a table, and I don't know if we haven't really named the circus, but so I guess we just call it the circus. And
Yeah.
Introduce myself as Kimball Dorn, the ringmaster of the circus. Come one, come all to see feats of athletics and tumbling and prestidigitation. And then I'm going to turn myself into something else.
Dang, you're letting it all out.
Which is a play that I have.
Awesome.
Cool.
What do you turn yourself into?
I don't want to do anything that'll scare people this time. So,
It's good.
how about this? Because it follows up thematically. Oh, I guess first I need to roll. Because I could miss. +1. Here we go. Did I jinx it? Nope, I didn't. Oh, I got a 12. Okay. On a hit, on a 10 plus, vanish into nothing and reappear later. So I turned myself into a flight of a dozen starlings and just kind of flutter out of the room.
Yeah, everyone's like, whoa.
Kind of playing off of the cards having turned into birds.
Yeah. Everyone is blown away. And I think like as he's leaving, the Winter Wolf sees that and says, huh. And just walks out. Keeps walking out.
He doesn't miss a thing.
Yeah.
Birds and more birds.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And
I didn't think that part through.
yeah, but the crowd is into it, and you grab them, and that's great.
Fine.
That's a great place to end our opening, and we will. I think we'll come back to Apple Moon Mist having dinner with the Winter Wolf, and then we'll do some performing and go from there.
That's fantastic.
Cool. We will be back in a few. We have to let the clowns get their cigarette break, otherwise it turns
They get
ugly.
really grumpy, man.
Real
You put their
grumpy.
Nicotine
You don't
in
want
there,
grumpy
just
clowns.
they are a bear to deal with.
They got a good union, which is good for them. So we'll see you in a few, and you might be able to hear us because but don't fret. It's okay. We know this, and we'll see you
Behind
soon.
the curtain.
Yeah, we're behind the curtain. Damn it! Respect the curtain.
That's right.
All right. We'll see you soon.